for the expected outcomes. First of all, through this training, we expect all of you to gain a comprehensive knowledge on the Lean Six Sigma methodology through a practical and result-oriented approach, right? So make sure you interact well to make it happen. And then number two, we want all of you to be fully comfortable in using the required Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques very effectively in your projects, improvement projects. That means all the problem solving effort and decision making, whatever you are involved, it should produce the desired result. And then you all will gain enough knowledge to successfully attempt and pass the requirements for the MSME TDC certification exam, be it a green belt or the black belt, right? And we will make sure you all comply to the requirement and then qualify for the certification. And as an outcome, our goal is not only to get you the certificate, but we expect you all to really lead Lean Six Sigma projects. You need to know what is a Six Sigma project, what is a Lean Six Sigma project, right? And then you should also be able to lead such projects and guide the team members on project implementation and then the improvement, right, of the results. So these are the expected outcomes. Okay. So we move on. I hope the recording is going on. Priya, madam. Yeah, please confirm whether the recording is going on. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's going good. Yes.
Then it's fine. Right. So certain expectations from the participants, like, these are the few points. If you are meeting this expectation, well and good. Otherwise, you have to do little more, put a little more effort so that, you can make yourself fully comfortable. So as part of the training program, you will also be taught on how to use Minitab software, how to use Excel software to carry out all the statistical analysis, which you as a green belt or a black belt need to perform during a improvement project, right? So make sure you keep a laptop in your side with the Minitab software and the Excel software installed. And those of you who have interest, you can also parallelly practice. Probably the requirement will come only from tomorrow, right? Not today. And then if you have some basic statistical knowledge, well and good.
Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. Whether both Minitab and Excel required, sir, or either?
No, both required. Both required, because Minitab you have to purchase a license, and of course Excel also. But Excel is cheaper compared to Minitab, and that is why we teach both. And finally, you can use anyone which is according to your convenience. But Minitab is more user friendly and comes with some additional features.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting, sir. Sir, which I heard from Prabhakaran, sir, the 1 month free Minitab
trial version. That is good enough. You can just
no, that will be share. That will be shared by you, like that is.
Yeah, we will share. We'll share today. I'll post a link in the group, and using the link, you can install the trial version, right?
Thank you, sir.
And that is available in net also, but I will help you with the link, right?
Sir, can I come?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, because this is my marketing talk, no? I'm not for Excel. I'm not for Minitab also. Please note, in case you find difficulty in Minitab, RK will give you, for all the topics discussed under this program, a template will be provided to you, and that will solve you the problem, give you the answer. Okay?
Yeah, these templates, will be definitely costlier if you rely from externals.
The first template will be given to you by today afternoon for Pareto chart. Okay? Thank you.
All right. And some exposure in improvement project. I'm sure all of you, and as an experienced professional, you might have involved in some projects, right? Definitely some quality improvement project. And only thing is, as already pointed out, you might not know that you worked on a project. Otherwise, all of you will definitely have this second requirement. And with the most important one is your positive language, positive body language, and commitment to listen and learn. I'm sure all of you will support me on this. Your verbal as well as non-verbal communication matters a lot. Please always respond and interact with us in some format, right? Either you can unmute and talk, or you can express your response in the chat box, or you can be on video. See to that you use any one of the three. If you don't use all the three, then it will be very difficult, not only for you but also for us, right? So let us not put ourselves into difficult situation in the learning process. If you follow all these things, the outcome will be remarkable improvement in problem solving and your decision making capability. And this most of you have mentioned in your introduction, and that will happen for sure. Right. So this is what I have planned in the first session. So what is the relevance between business and Lean Six Sigma? Why are we studying? How is it going to make sense in your professional career, and how it is going to make sense for the organization you belong? That's the first point. And then we'll also understand about the background about Lean and Six Sigma, the history, right? Where from it all started, that we will understand. And then we'll also compare Lean and then Six Sigma, and we'll try to find out the reason why there are many people have no proper clarity why they are integrated. You will gain that. And then what is the kind of infrastructure required in any organization for effective implementation of Lean or Six Sigma or both? And finally, the tools and techniques, right? Under Lean Six Sigma. So this is the first session. This first session will go up to 1 o'clock, up to your lunchtime.
Sir, I have one question. Can I ask now?
Yeah, please. Yes, Mr. Ganesh.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I just want to know, you have said about Minitab and Excel, but there are other statistical softwares also, right? SPSS and other. So, is this will be sufficient, or how this?
No, we will not be, covering all the softwares. We will cover only the Minitab and then Excel, because these are, mostly widely used. Other softwares, if you are familiar or you have such softwares, you can use, because fundamentally, the logic behind all the software tools will be same. And we are here to understand, the principles and the methods behind any analysis. And after learning, you can use any tool. It can be Excel, or it can be Minitab, or it can be your SPSS, or it can be any other software. Okay, Mr. Ganesh.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, you are asking a
sorry.
question. You are asking a question whether we are going to teach you Minitab or SPSS or SPCR. No, please. We are going to teach you the basics behind the working of these tools and techniques. Therefore, you use any software which is you are comfortable with. Only thing is, if you know the basics, then only you can use it rightly. Because otherwise, all these softwares will give you an answer, undoubtedly, but it will give you a wrong answer if you feed in wrong data. So here is where we come into the Vision Excellence training will come into. You are not providing wrong data into software and then get fooled. Please note, we are going to teach you, and then please note that RK was not correctly communicating to you. I am communicating to you correctly now. I am going to give you, RK is going to give you an Excel sheet in which all these applications will be solved and given to you. Okay? You can solve any problems without these softwares, be it Minitab or be it SPCC. Without that, you use what I'm going to give you from today onwards during this 4 days, and whatever we teach you, you can solve it yourself with this without the help of SPSS or Minitab. Clear, sir? In Excel.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. So let us get into the subject. See here, I'm showing a table. All of you have to carefully watch now. The fonts are very small. You need to adjust. See here, scenario 1. A company sells a product, and the selling price of the product is 100 rupees. And the cost of manufacturing, right? The cost of the product is 72 rupees. That means what is the profit here? 100 rupees is the selling price and cost is 72 rupees. So what is the profit they are making per unit? 28 rupees. Beautiful, you got it. And imagine a production volume of 1000 unit, maybe per shift or per month or whatever, right? The production volume is 1000. So the total manufacturing cost will be 72,000 because the cost per unit is 72. Since you manufacture 1000, it is 72,000. Let us imagine the company currently has a defect rate of 20%. So what is 20% of 1000 units produced? 200. That is written here. That is written here. So now the saleable units are only 800 because totally you produced 1000, 200 was rejected, and now the saleable unit is 800. Now what will be the revenue you will be able to generate? 800 unit into the selling price, and that is going to be 80,000 rupees. Hope it is clear to all of you. And now what will be the profit the company achieves? The revenue is 80,000 and your manufacturing cost is 72,000. So what is your profit now? 8,000 rupees. So now the profit growth or the profit margin is 8,000 is 10% of the 80,000. So profit is expressed as a percentage of the revenue and which is found to be 10%. We'll come to the revenue growth in the next scenario. Now the company's margin, are you happy with the profit margin which the company is currently working?
Quite difficult, sir.
Quite difficult, right? With the 10%, yeah, within 10%, you need to take care of the overheads, and then you need to take care of the company's growth, all other investment and government taxes. There are so many challenges. This 10% is really challenging. Most of us work in a company which is struggling like this, right? So operational cost is high, found to be very high, and the productivity, quality, customer satisfaction, maybe you can consider it as average, right? And we will talk about the remaining things, right? So this is how traditionally companies function. This is how traditionally companies function. Now I'm going to take you to next scenario, scenario number 2. Same company, selling price is same, manufacturing cost is same, production volume is same. Look here, they reduce the defect percentage from 20% to 10%. Earlier, they were maintaining a defect percentage of 20%. Now it is reduced to 10%. That means out of 1000 units, now only 100 units are getting rejected, right? So saleable units becomes 900. How this will impact your revenue and profit? Now the revenue becomes 90,000, and now your profit is the difference between the revenue and then the manufacturing cost. How much is the revenue now? 18,000. If you look at 18,000 as a percentage of your revenue, it is now found to be, all right, 90, near about 12.5%, isn't it? Sorry, your profit is 20%. Your profit is now 20%. So what do you observe here? Your profit is doubled. How all of a sudden your profit margin can double? Can somebody answer this question?
Yes, as
Because
the
the reduction has been reduced for 20% to
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
as the defect is reduced and we can sell more product, so rejected quantity is less. In that scenario, we can sell more. The revenue can be generated higher, and at the same time, we can increase
Fantastic,
the profit.
fantastic. So this is the advantage of defect reduction. If you reduce the defects, whatever savings you actually achieve, that will directly add up into the profit. No other approach, can maximize your profit. You can improve your revenue, you can improve your capacity. There are many things you can do, but there is one thing which can straight away impact your profit. What is that? Defect reduction. So the job of Six Sigma is none other than reducing the defects from your business process. It could be manufacturing, it could be service, or it could be anything. So that is why organization considers Six Sigma as a profit maximization approach. That's why Six Sigma is considered as a profit maximization approach. And in the process, the revenue also will improve. Because earlier your saleable units were only 800. Now what happened? 900. Please answer my question. Have you increased your resource in order to produce this additional unit?
No.
So
No.
you have used the same
No.
resources of the same capacity. Only thing is, you are empowering your people and empowering your process. With the same existing infrastructure, all of you can strive to maximize the profit of your organization at this, by empowering your people and empowering your process, right? Some little bit of, additional capabilities are required to your process as well as to the people who take care of the process, right? And so operational cost remains same. All that you will be doing is, your investment on training people, your investment on studying and improving a process. Of course, that we need to do. So as a result, the productivity is going high. What is productivity? The output for the given input, and the ratio you call it productivity. So now you are able to produce more for the same set of input, right? So productivity goes high. You are controlling the defects, so your quality will go high. As a result, customer satisfaction will also improve, isn't it? All the three we are improving, and now for the same effort, we are able to produce more output. Effort and resources consumed are the same, almost the same. This approach is called Six Sigma approach. And Six Sigma will use a specific methodology to achieve these kind of results. And that methodology is nothing but DMAIC: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. All of you understand the scenario number 2 here? Clear? I need an yes.
Sir,
Yes.
sorry for interruption.
Yes.
Sir, even there is a 10% defect, this would be not
Your voice was
because
breaking.
our
Sunil.
100 units is there.
Sunil, your voice was
Hello.
breaking. Repeat. Your
Audible,
question.
sir.
Yeah. Repeat now.
Sir, 10% sir, defect is there. At 10% defect means if we have quantity, then 90 quantity to only. 10% means very huge, no, sir.
Yes, you are right. See.
So it is not a Six Sigma.
That no. We need to understand.
Yeah, sir,
See,
1 second, sir. I will explain to him.
Yeah.
Instead of you, I will explain to you.
Please.
Sir, Mr. Sunil, sir. This is actually 10% huge only, but it's shown example only. But he can go for still improvement, even 1% also. That's what you're trying to tell. Am I right, sir?
Yes, perfect. See, that is why we call it continuous improvement. You need to know improvement is a never-ending journey. You can't bring your defects from 20% to 0% in a single go. Step by step, it will happen. Even 20 to 10, sometimes it may not be possible. You need to, set realistic target, maybe 20 to 15, and then 15 to 10, then 10 to 5, then 5 to 3. Then slowly you can make your process defect free. Right? Hope it is clear.
Okay, sir.
Sunil now.
Okay.
Right.
For
Now I'm
example
going
purpose,
to-
it is okay, sir.
Correct. Now I'm going to take you through another scenario number 3. And see here, the same company, selling price is same, cost. Look here. Now what is that I'm trying to attack? Manufacturing cost earlier was 72 rupees. Now I reduced it to 62 rupees. Can somebody answer how we can make it possible? What could be our initiative now? Earlier the initiative was defect reduction. But now what are we actually, what can we do to reduce the cost of the product?
Reduce wastages through lean.
Very good.
Here we can see that defect is also decreased from 10% to 1%, wherein the cost is also decreased because the elimination of defect will be less, so the cost will gradually fall down. So the per unit wise, and that is why the cost of production is decreased.
Perfect. So
It's
now
called
I am
as a manufacturing cost, right?
exactly. Now I am focusing on reducing the consumption of the resources. Now I'm trying to make sure my process consumes the resources optimally. There is no excess consumption of resources. When I say resources, I mean the material consumption, I mean the manpower consumption, I mean the consumption of time, isn't it? Everything is a resource. So when you control and ensure optimal usage of the resource, your manufacturing cost can come down. So that's how it is, coming down to 62 rupees. And this is what we call it lean. Lean will make sure only the required resources are consumed to achieve the desired level of quality, to achieve the desired level of effectiveness, right? And again, the production volume is 1000. Now, as a result, now your manufacturing cost will be only 62,000. Over and above, like our Sunil asked, this 10% is now brought down to 1%. That means now I'm focusing on two things. One is I wanted to see my products defect free. Again, I'm continuing my focus on defect reduction. At the same time, parallelly, I am focusing on the optimizing the resource consumption. Right? So as a result, what happened? The number of rejected unit is now reduced to just 1%, means just 10 units is rejected. That means the saleable units are 990. As a result, the revenue is 99,000 and the profit 99,000 minus 62. How much is the profit? 37,000. Look at your profit margin, 37.37. When you get more profit, what do you think what do you think you are, the kind of capability you are giving to your company? Your company can better take care of the customers, better take care of the employee, and then reinvest a portion of the earnings for future growth, isn't it? All these things can happen, and this is what is required, and this is what is called as a journey towards excellence, right? So, and at the same time, the revenue is also growing. Earlier, the revenue was just 80,000. Now you can see for the same resources, the revenue is improved. And see here now in addition to the profit maximization, one more thing is happening. You know what is that? Your operational cost is coming down. Since the operational cost has come down, and that's why your manufacturing cost also came down, right? So this is the advantage. Now you are aiming for two types of benefit. One is profit maximization, which is achieved through Six Sigma. Another thing is reduction of your operational cost, which is achieved through lean. Very good. And again, the result, the impact on productivity, quality, and customer satisfaction will be positive. And your output is now for the same set of resource. You are now producing more output. At the same time, the efforts and resource consumptions are now reduced. See, please note, we are not cutting down any resource. We are only optimizing the resource. You need to understand. We are not removing employees. We are empowering employees. We are not reducing the resources. We are optimizing the resources. Optimizing the resource means we are providing only what is required. We don't give anything in excess, right? Professional can use, we can say, right? But we'll see to that what is required is given. And this approach is now called Lean Six Sigma, because we are optimizing the resource consumption also while controlling the defects. So it is called Lean Six Sigma. Earlier, our project was a mere Six Sigma project, but now our project is Lean Six Sigma project. And again, the methodology is DMAIC, D-M-A-I-C, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Hope all of you are able to understand the difference between a Six Sigma project and a Lean Six Sigma project. Six Sigma project will reduce the defects, but Lean Six Sigma project will reduce defects as well as the waste. So what is a defect? What is a waste? You are going to learn from this session. And now I'm going to take you through another scenario. Scenario number 4. Now your company wants to, enhance the revenue, right? So what they are doing is, see here, the selling price is 100, everything is same. Look at the production volume now. The production volume is now doubled. This is called, capacity expansion. This is called capacity expansion. If you want to expand the capacity, probably you have to now increase the resources, isn't it? Maybe you buy new machines, you hire new people, and that means now an additional investment is definitely required. An investment of higher magnitude is now required. Generally, these kind of initiatives are top driven, whereas the previous two, reducing defects and reducing waste, those can be bottom up. You can suggest, and then your management can approve. And now this is a capacity expansion. So these initiatives are generally top down approach, top driven. So as a result, what happened? Now 2,000 units you are producing. Now what will be the manufacturing cost? 1,24,000. And let us assume the defect rate continues with the same 1%. So the rejected unit will be now 20, and so the saleable units are 1,980. As a result, the total revenue is 1,98,000. And then what will be the profit now? New profit. Profit is always difference between so what you get and then what you spend. And as a result, the profit is 74,000. So your profit levels are, percentage is same, but look at your revenue growth. Your revenue, see now the impact is heavily on the revenue. How we made it possible? By expanding our capacity. By expanding our capacity. And now as a result, your operational cost might increase because earlier your operational cost was minimum because you are producing only 1,000. Your capacity is 1,000 per shift or 1,000 per month. But now it is increasing. But at the same time, your productivity, quality, and customer satisfaction, and of course, I think this will remain at the same level. And then, but your outputs are now you are able to produce more output, and of course, your efforts and resources will also now be more. Such projects are called DFSS project. What is DFSS? Design for Six Sigma. Why do I call it design for Six Sigma? Look here, the defect level, the lowest defect level of 1% is maintained as it is. Of course, when you want to call a process as Six Sigma, it is not even 1%. The defect level will be not even 1%. It will be much more less than that. We'll talk about it little later. So whether it is capacity expansion or new product development, the impact will be on the revenue. So you can expand the capacity or you can develop a new product. Let's say you have so 3 different product types, and now the 4th product you are introducing. Now, what will be the impact? The impact will be on the revenue. So such projects are called DFSS project, right? And DFSS will use a specific methodology called DMADV: define, measure, analyze, design, and verify, right? So this is the DFSS methodology. Is it clear to all of you? All the 4 scenarios?
Sir, it is verify or validate, sir?
Yeah, those are synonymously used, but difference exists. You can, if you see literature, and you will see both. Verify also you will see, validate also you will see. So I think validation is better. Validation is better. Okay, Manoj?
So improvement also requires some investment, sir. From like scenario 1 to scenario 3.
Yeah. But
Sir, this is Karthikeyan. Like
yes,
from scenario 1 to scenario 3, we reduce the call defects from 20% to 1%.
yes.
That improvement also requires may require some investment also, no, sir?
No, investment, where investment required to equip your people and equip your process, but you really don't require like a new machine, or we don't require new people or new machine. We will rather improve the existing resource and improve the existing manpower capability. Clear? So we will train the people on how to improve the process, how to study the current capability of the process, and then we'll use the same set of people to improve the process. The cost incurred is training, and then some for project execution you require
sorry
cost.
for interrupt.
Yes. Yes, Saravana.
Yeah. Sir, I think obviously the space also need for the to increase the capacity, no? Is it right, sir?
Come again.
Space also. Space also obviously need for to increase.
Yes. You're right. That is also resource. Space also is a form of resource. Yes, you need a space to erect the machine, and then you're right. You need space for again storage of the material. Obviously, that is also a form of resource. Correct. Good.
So for the first 3 scenarios, we are actually targeting on with the same capacity. We are targeting to improve the profit and.
You got muted. Avik, you got muted.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
So, just what the basis revenue growth has been increased on that 4 columns? Sir?
Fourth column, revenue.
On those 4 columns, on what basis the revenue growth has been calculated?
Yeah. See here, you increased from 1,000 units to 2,000, right?
Yeah, sir.
When you are producing 1,000 units at a 1% level, what was your revenue?
That will be based on 99,000 hours, sir.
Okay, 99,000. And now your revenue is?
1,98,000.
Okay. So just check. Maybe you're right. There could be some the revenue growth. It grown from 99 to 198. We have doubled it, correct? Yeah, we have doubled here. The revenue, yeah, you're right. The revenue growth is now doubled. You're right. So 198.
It's obviously new, no, sir, because
I
your
think it will
source
be
will be increased and
47.5.
space will be increased and machining equipments will be increased. So everything will contribute, no? So that's the reason the revenue will be increased, right?
Yes. Yeah, see, DFSS capacity expansion, definitely, I said it involves additional investment for space, maybe, the machineries, maybe you may have to hire new people, and then, that should be taken into account. So such projects are called DFSS project. But at the same time, though we are expanding our capacity, we don't want to, compromise on the quality. We wanted to maintain the quality level what we are currently doing. At the same time, we look for more output. So this is summarized in the next slide. See here.
So what my feel, sorry, sir, what my
Yeah.
feel is when we apply the DFSS the beginning itself, while the development stage. So instead of go for the mass production, we can avoid the defects in the design itself. So even in the revenue that can be more, but the defects are maybe as the manufacturing cost can be reduced before, when you develop the development stage itself. So then while mass production, the production as well as the manufacturing cost defects will be reduced, no? So that will be best for the company, no?
Correct. See, DFSS can be for product development, can also be for capacity expansion, can also be for redesigning a process. So DFSS comes into picture for new product development, and that time, our focus is on the design of the product. Our focus is on the design of the product. We make sure our design is robust enough so that defect is prevented when it is manufactured. Got it? And same DFSS, we can use it for capacity expansion. And same DFSS, we can use it for completely redesigning a process. Suppose process improvement is further process improvement is not feasible. What we do? We scrap the existing process and go for launching a new process, isn't it? For example, let's say I move from a manual method of attendance system to a completely automated or computerized method of attendance. Now, what is that project? So DFSS, isn't it? Saravanan?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So DFSS not only
Hello,
means
sir, voice is
product development. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. Now I am here. Tell me.
Okay. So now business and
Yeah, I got it, sir. I got it.
Perfect. Ultimately, we wanted to increase the profitability of the organization. So your profit goes up. At the same time, your ability to make profit in the future also increases. Hope all of you understand my statement. Your profit is getting maximized. At the same time, your ability to make profit in the future, because now you have better people with you. Now you have better process with you. That means, your ability to, make profit in the future also increases. And that is what is called profitability. You can maximize the profitability by making use of the existing resources. You can also improve your profitability by with the additional resources. So there are two types of projects possible. One project consuming additional resource, and another thing is with the existing resource. But though I say existing resource, there will be some investment, to train your people and then to make the necessary changes to run the project. You need budget, because without budget, nothing can happen. but it won't be like, a huge investment. So that is like that. And now on the left side, that is existing resource. Your intention is either you would like to produce or you would like to produce more output consuming less resource, right? Or let us come from this side. I want to produce more output consuming same resource. How am I make more output with the same resource? That means I am controlling the defects. This is what we call it Six Sigma project. The impact is on the profit margin. The impact is on the profit margin. Another thing, I am okay with the more output, but I wanted to see that the resource consumption is reduced. What 3 people are doing, I will make 2 people just complete it. What I can achieve in 3 hours, now I will achieve in 2 hours, like cycle time reduction, lead time reduction, those kind of initiatives. Ultimately, now my focus is on resource optimization. So as a result, that means, I am trying to eliminate or reduce the wasteful activities in my process. Of course, defect is also a form of waste, right? So here I make use of approaches like VSM and Kaizen, value stream mapping, and then continuous improvement initiative. And some companies use the old methodology PDCA, but nowadays even lean projects are run using the DMAC methodology. And now your operational cost will go down. For producing the same result, you are now consuming less resource. So your operational cost will go down. That means, your cash flow will improve, right? Your outflow will decrease, and for the same amount of inflow, your cash flow will definitely, become positive to your management. On the other side, I am focusing on more output. At the same time, I reduce the consumption of the resources. So more output from less resource, and more output means defect reduction. Less resource means waste reduction, and such projects are called Lean Six Sigma projects. And that will follow a methodology called DMAC. Now the impact will be on both profit margin as well as cash flow. So this is called bottom line growth. This is called as bottom line growth, which means projects can be identified from the bottom line. Whatever problems currently exist, pick up those problems, solve those problems. Problems can be defects, problems can be waste. So these kind of growth are called bottom line growth. Whereas on the other side, what is other side? With additional investment, right? You expand the capacity or you develop a new product so that you can capture more market. Now your focus is on improving your market share and improving your revenue. For that, we use the approach called DFSS, Design for Six Sigma. We take care of the quality of the product right at the design level. It is a kind of birth-giving process. I am developing a product, but I am wanted to be sure that my product, when manufactured, when sold to customer, doesn't have any defects. So my focus is producing product with the Six Sigma quality, and I will ensure at the design level itself. So the approach is called DFSS, Design for Six Sigma. Now the impact will be on the revenue. Now your top management will get more revenue. So this is called top line growth. So top line projects, if your focus is on top line growth, most of the time in most of the organizations, projects are driven from the top. Projects are identified using the top down approach. But if the focus is on bottom line, it can be both way. It can be both way. Either the top management can insist for defect reduction, can insist for waste reduction, or it can be identified by the bottom level managers and then approval can be sought. So hope the slide is understood properly. Clear? Shall we move on? So far good, all of you?